Yeah, I'll react to that, sure. Hey guys, Toropia video. But I hope you guys are doing well. My name's Connor if you're new. The link to the original video, top of the description. What have I said? Intro. We're not starting over. 17 most beautiful countries in Europe. Gonna be difficult to beat Switzerland or Austria. I haven't been to enough countries in Europe to really say, so we're watching the video. Let's go, guys. Where's that? Is that Neuschwanstein?
Packed full of incredible historical sites,
Norway?
important cultural landmarks, and beautiful scenery, Europe is a treat to explore.
Italy?
With each of its 44 countries home to different people, languages, and cultures, however, it can be hard to know where to start. Besides its world-class cities, Europe has a myriad of historic towns and idyllic villages for you to discover. Add in picture-perfect beaches and scenic mountains, as well.
Obviously, it's up to opinion, guys. I'd love to hear your opinions on any of these, or if you're from any of these countries, or disagree, agree, want to add one, whatnot. We'd love to see it in the comments.
Has exciting magical fairy tale castles and ancient ruins, and it's easy to see why Europe attracts more than half of all of the tourists in the world.
I hear Croatia's pretty nice.
Number 17. Netherlands. Often associated with tulips, windmills, and wooden shoes, the Netherlands is more widely known for its free-spirited capital, Amsterdam. Located in northwestern Europe, the Netherlands is a relatively small country featuring densely populated cities and picturesque villages crisscrossed by canals.
This isn't Disneyland! I'm sorry, whenever I see it, it reminds me of
Well,
that.
Amsterdam,
The
with
bike
its
ride
art-filled museums,
experience.
canal-lined cobbled streets,
It's super flat. And so biking, I think, is probably easier than in, say, someplace like Switzerland or whatnot.
and pounding nightlife
A lot of biking.
is the most
Really
popular
cool.
destination, there is much more to the Netherlands than just its capital city.
I love to learn about the engineering of waterways and holding back the tides and stuff like that. I think that's super fascinating. And apparently, like, there's a giant section where people live that was completely underwater, and it's not. Let me explain that better.
Number 16. Poland. Poland has
I
survived
would like to
centuries
go.
of conflict to emerge as a proud, independent country ready to assume her new role in modern history. Visitors to Poland are discovering what the locals have long known, that Poland is a country rich in fine culture, scenic landscapes, and extraordinary historical sites. Exhibiting a wide
They have
array of
bison?
architectural styles, the cities are filled with towering church spires and epic castles, with beautiful historic centers
There are bison in Europe?
also on show.
Did I know that?
Having suffered terribly in World War II, they also host lots of moving memorials and museums to the victims of the Holocaust.
And I'm sure they suffered a lot in World War I, you know, the area that is Poland, and a lot in the Napoleonic Wars, and just a lot of conflicts between Russia and Germany or Prussia or Austria. Or Sweden. right? Charles the 12th and Peter. Love the brick. Obviously, Poland existed in a lot of different forms, and sometimes it wasn't an entity, so I know that, but the place that is Poland today, been through a lot.
Number 15, Portugal. Hugging the west coast of the Iberian Peninsula, Portugal is blessed with a long, scenic coastline dotted with beautiful beaches and sleepy fishing villages. Add in its warm and welcoming weather, and it's no wonder at all that this is a very popular holiday destination. Full of amazing churches and castles, its historic towns and age-old cities of Lisbon, Porto, and Sintra are very pretty and
I love exploration, like age of exploration, age of discovery history, and like sea travel on, giant wooden boats over the oceans, successfully, or they made them well enough to where boats could sail super far. I'm sure a lot of that history is in Portugal.
pleasant to visit. While many people stick to the coastal region, its mountainous interior is also well worth exploring for its gorgeous scenery and hilltop towns.
So cool. Aqueduct? Train bridge? Who is that?
Number 14, Romania. Lying in the southeast of Europe, Romania is, in many ways, dominated and defined by the Carpathian Mountains and Danube River that run through it.
Black Sea?
As so much of it consists of
Awesome.
pristine and untouched forests and rolling hills, the country really is a nature lover's dream. While its endless nature reserves deserve exploring, its medieval towns, fairy tale castles, and age-old monasteries attract just as many visitors. History and heritage are all around you as you wander around Sigizwara and Brasov's charming streets and market squares.
I love the giant open squares you see in a lot of like Central European countries. I guess you can't really call Romania Central European. I guess it's more Eastern European. Just, I know like there's like stigma that comes with being like called Eastern European or something. But I just mean geographically, And Romania, it feels like more so than the countries around it and those in the Balkans to the south. Really on the up and up recently. Just looks beautiful. Big, too. Especially considering a European country. Large.
Deserve exploring. Its medieval towns,
seems like
fairy
similar
tale
size to,
castles, and
Poland
age-old
and
monasteries attract
France.
just as many visitors. History and heritage are all around you as you wander around Sigizwara and Brasov's charming streets and market squares, while Bucharest boasts the best restaurants, bars, and nightlife.
There's got to be a lot of history in Romania, too. Like the Rus and all that stuff, and Mongols and the Byzantines, and then the Romans before them, and Cossacks. What are they called? The Huns. Just a lot of different major civilizations I know went through there. Ottomans, did I say that? Ottomans as well, I think. built right on the rock.
Number 13, Montenegro. Established as an independent country in 2006, the small Balkan nation of
Black Mountains? Is that what it translates to?
Established as an independent country in 2006, the small Balkan nation of Montenegro is quickly becoming a popular travel destination. Gorgeous beaches, verdant mountains, and postcard-perfect historic towns draw an increasing number of visitors every year. Add a mild Mediterranean climate into the mix, toss in opportunities for active pursuits ranging from mountain biking to whitewater rafting, and it's no wonder that tourism is now the driving force behind Montenegro's growing economy.
Does it border the Adriatic, or is it cut off by like Albania or Cyprus or something? Really, very beautiful. Interesting how like the geology and just the flora, you know, plants and whatnot, the rock colors and look, like Bulgaria, Romania, just the Balkan area, Turkey, all looks very similar. Greece. Love the orange roofs and the white walls.
Number 12,
Mountain of Scotland? Oh,
From
Iceland.
awe-inspiring glaciers to geothermal springs and active volcanoes.
I'm surprised this one isn't much further up the list. What number is it?
From awe-inspiring. Number 12, Iceland. From
I thought
awe-inspiring
it would be
glaciers
like
to
1, 2, or
geothermal
3.
springs and active volcanoes,
Never
Iceland
been,
is a
but I
place
hear.
where nature always takes center stage.
Oh, these freaking geologic formations here. The Giant's Causeway looking things. It's so crazy how they look so geometrical. And it just seems like Ireland, you know, Great Britain, probably Norway a bit, Iceland, maybe Greenland too, kind of has a lot of these things. You guys told me how they're formed. I forget.
Even in the nation's lively capital
Like
of
something
Reykjavik,
plumes
views
up
of the
or
city
something?
and nearby mountains steal the show. Isolated from the rest of Europe for centuries, this land of fire and ice has a unique cultural heritage of literature and music that you'll find captivating too.
Vikings.
Illuminated by the northern lights in the winter and the midnight sun in the summer, Iceland shines in any season, offering you a travel experience unlike anywhere else on the planet.
This is Iceland, and then Greenland is called Greenland for some reason. Maybe we should switch those. Iceland would be a perfect name for Greenland because it's just, isn't there just a giant glacier covering the vast majority? Literally Iceland. Missed opportunity. Should have called this Fireland and then Greenland, Iceland. And guys, so these right here were originally part of this shelf, and that's how they're formed. And so this will fall into the sea, and maybe this will stay there, and it'll become like one of these, and the cliff will move back to sea erosion. Glacier.
Number 11, Croatia. In recent
I hear it's
years,
beautiful there.
Croatia has experienced a tourist boom as visitors from all around the world flock to its shores, and it is very easy to see why. Located alongside the glimmering Adriatic, its rugged coastline is breathtaking to
That
behold.
sand. Oh, it looks so fluffy. Wait, it either looks super fluffy or just rocks. It might just be rocks. I think it is rocks. Dang it.
Alongside the glimmering Adriatic, its rugged coastline is breathtaking to behold, with thousands of idyllic islands lying offshore. Hidden away among its stunning scenery, you can explore incredible seaside towns and cities.
I have nothing to say. I just love it. I feel like I'm in Assassin's Creed or something.
Such as Dubrovnik, Split, and Var. Magical to gaze upon, the sparkling Plitvice Lakes
What?
count amongst the country's most popular attractions and are the highlight of many people's visit.
Whoever started the white wall trend with the orange roof, just so nice. Beautiful
Popular
combo.
attractions and are the highlight of many people's visit.
Oh my god. All right. Sorry. Go to hell. You didn't get the memo. Or yellow? I kind of like it, actually. There's red. This is even better, actually. Just the nice, clear water. Some greenery, a church-looking structure, white walls, orange roof, palm trees, white walkways. Perfect. Gotta have a pretty enormous coastline for its size. Oh! When? Okay. Croatia, chill out. You're too beautiful. That looks more like the Roman Colosseum than the Roman Colosseum. What do I know? But when was this? Byzantine? Or Roman era? Ooh, Croatia's
10.
gonna have a ton of Roman history in it.
Germany,
And
home
Ottoman.
to fairy tale castles,
Well-
medieval old towns.
Did the Ottomans reach modern-day Croatia territory? Probably. They reached all the way to Vienna, so they probably did.
And lots of romantic
Germany.
landscapes, the fairy tale castles.
Now again, any of my opinions when countries come up, the ones that I've been to, take it with a grain of salt, like, because we were driving through. We only spent 1, maybe 2 days max in any one spot, and kind of just drove, England to France, Belgium, Netherlands, Germany, Austria, Switzerland, France again. But I driving from Munich after we visit Dachau, Munich south into the Alps and into Austria. I will never forget that drive. It was so just pretty. It was beautiful, astounding. I will never forget that.
Medieval old towns, and lots of romantic landscapes, Germany is a magical place to visit. The largest and most populous nation in Central Europe, it has a surprising number of different sides to it. While the north boasts the beautiful Baltic
In Europe
Sea
as a whole. Oh, Russia.
and the Hanseatic number of different sides to it. While the north boasts the beautiful Baltic Sea and the Hanseatic League city of Hamburg, the affluent south has the Black Forest, Munich,
Who did it? Good job.
and Oktoberfest. In the
Oh.
west, the rustic Rhine River Valley awaits, while in the east, Berlin's great museums and famous
When I
nightlife.
think of Germany, a lot of time I think of industry and like powerful government buildings and stuff like that. And like I said, driving through, just so much natural beauty.
Need to be experienced.
I would like to go to the north. Like Berlin. Lübeck? No, where's that? Not Lübeck. Is that in Germany? Hamburg? Hamburg. Baltic coast. Oh, I'm too excited now. Apparently, there are a lot of places in Europe with hilltops covered in forests, and there are a lot of I don't know if you want to call them undiscovered, because it feels like I'm talking about something that was like 5,000 years ago, archaeological site. But there are a lot of hilltops with forgotten kind of castle or guard tower ruins that were forgotten and then kind of fell apart and are kind of, keep saying kind of, blocked by trees. Ooh. Sir? Neuschwanstein.
Number 9, Russia.
Germany is a great combination of just different styles of Europe. Like, I feel like if you go more north, you'll see more of a Nordic, Scandinavian, if not kind of Dutch, Danish kind of, the Baltic feel, and then you go kind of east and you get more of the Central the Central European style, and then you go south, you see the Bavaria, more close to like Swiss, Austrian style. You go west, kind of French style, and then you just have German style. Just a great. I talk about how France has such a great diversity of geography in such a small country. Well, by like American, it's pretty large by European standards, but Germany, aesthetically, culture-wise, I think has that aspect. I explain that so terribly. You can get a lot of Europe in one country.
The largest country in the world, Russia, and its many riches could take a lifetime to explore. Stretching from the Baltic Sea in the west to the Pacific Ocean in the east, everything about it is epic in size and scale. Replete with enormous fortresses, art-filled museums, and beautiful churches, visiting the world-class cities of Moscow and St. Petersburg is a must.
It's so huge. Who's that? Peter the Great or something? Russia is about as big as Canada and the United States combined. I think the U.S. and Canada combined are slightly larger than Russia, but those are like the two next largest. I know China and the USA are like super close. Sometimes I see in the list China's bigger, sometimes USA, but Canada and the U.S. together is only a bit bigger than Russia. I'm pretty sure.
The Kremlin and Hermitage.
Sorry, guys, continue.
Also boasts some of the best ballets and operas in Europe.
It's pretty nice. I would like to learn the history behind this architecture style. It's so iconic and it seems so different from not just other parts of Russia, but everything around it. How old is it? Wow.
Number 8. United Kingdom. Composed of England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland, the United Kingdom has long been a favorite European tourist destination because of its beautiful countryside, top-notch museums, and historic sites. From
You got Scotland for the nature, beauty, well, other places in the UK too, and then England for its history and its architecture and
medieval castles to
Scot-
stately mansions and the
a lot of great
awe-inspiring
things.
scenery of the Scottish Highlands, the UK offers a diverse set of interesting attractions. Whether it's Buckingham Palace, Harry Potter, or the Premier League, it all depends on your
Love Harry
interests
Potter.
and where you want to begin. The heart of the UK is its
Bath of
capital
York?
city, London, one of Europe's largest metropolises, and a mosaic of diverse cultures, languages, and religions.
Isn't this Cambridge, or am I right? Beautiful buildings and grass. There they are again. Giant's Causeway. Doesn't this building like melt cars? I've never liked to look at this, and one of you called it the walkie-talkie building, and I can't unsee it. Love the shard. At Dover. Is that Dunmerrill? Harry Potter.
Number 7. Austria. Set in Central Europe, the landlocked country of Austria is defined by the majestic Alps, with arresting views wherever you go. Tucked away among its alpine valleys and along glimmering
Been to
lake shores,
Innsbruck.
you
It's
can find
beautiful.
charming villages and towns. Awash with incredible historical sites, grand buildings, and a lively culture scene, the nation's capital, Vienna, is one of Europe's most elegant cities. While many people head to Austria in winter to go skiing, it is just as worthwhile visiting in summer, with lots of excellent hiking to be had amid the marvelous scenery.
What is that? Is this like a Habsburg palace or a Austrian Empire palace? This kind of looks like it belongs in France. No cars in sight.
Number 6. France. A sophisticated
I know it's cliche and probably what everyone says, and it's known for it. Paris is stunning.
and culturally rich country renowned
Beautiful.
for its cuisine, France is one of the most popular places to visit in the world. Its fantastic landscapes include such stunning sights as the Loire Valley, the French Riviera, and the awe-inspiring Alps. Tucked away among its picturesque countryside,
Yeah, the tallest of the Alps are in the western portion, right? Like near like France, Italy, Switzerland border, that area. I think France, Italy.
you
Big
can find
ones.
everything from Disneyland and Versailles to quaint villages and verdant winelands. The undoubted star of the show,
Strasbourg.
however, is Paris, boasting world-famous
Oh.
sites like the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre.
That's Versailles, isn't it? Is that Paris? Versailles is not in Paris. Is that for...
France's capital is an artistic and architectural gem that, for many, is without equal.
Such a great country. I love these. I don't know if this is in Paris, but giant aspect I love about Paris is these giant kind of spoke-like streets, like spanning out of, like kind of coming together in diagonals with the trees on either side and the nice cafes along and the decently wide streets and awesome building. It's just so great. Normandy? That looks to be Riviera. Roman. Not Rome, obviously, but Roman, I'm sure. We were so close to this and we didn't go. I didn't know. Mount Saint Michel?
Number 5, Switzerland.
So
Although
nice.
it is
Everywhere in Switzerland is like, the thing about Switzerland that I say is that every single, like, there are a lot of valleys surrounded by like this, right? And like you go through a kind of narrower place with just slopes onto mountains and on either side, and then you go into another valley and it's beautiful. Every one of them, I think, would be one of the most beautiful sights in any other country, and it's just Switzerland is just nonstop that, from what I could tell. Where did we stop? Bern, I think. No. Luzerne? Luzerne, I think that's right.
renowned for
There's
its
a beautiful
magical
lake.
mountains, which include the mighty Matterhorn.
Like, I just remember, we were driving a lot, so a lot of looking out windows. Just looking out the window in Switzerland and just jaw drop the entire way. And when there was an especially beautiful part, it was breathtaking. I can see it like a picture in my mind. This one place we pulled over quick, and there was this giant kind of long lake with giant cliffs like this way high up. Oh my God, it was so nice. So great. The roads were sketchy. Well maintained, don't get me wrong. But man, I mean, you couldn't do any better. It's sketchy landscape. But oh my God.
Although it is
How is this not higher up? What is this, number 4, 5?
renowned for its magical mountains, which include the mighty Matterhorn, landlocked Switzerland has much more to offer.
They haven't said Norway, Sweden, or Finland, or Denmark yet, I don't think.
One of the most culturally
Belgium
and
was great.
linguistically diverse nations in Europe, it actually has 4 national languages. Consequently, exploring its different regions really is a treat. Places such as Bern, Geneva,
I've seen this in another video, and I said this. I'm having deja vu. I've walked on this. There could be another one of these that just happens to look identical. But if I'm thinking of the right one, I think behind there was like a market area with like open market stuff you could buy. I'm not sure if that's always there or not, but I think this is it. And on the other side, there were like some bars and stuff.
exploring its different regions really is a treat. Places such as Bern, Geneva, and Zurich all proudly showcase their unique history and heritage. With so much gorgeous scenery,
I didn't see enough of the background, but I'm pretty
Switzerland
sure.
is a great place to head if you want to go hiking, skiing, mountaineering, or swimming.
Like, Switzerland, I would recommend, and like, you don't even have to do anything there. Just look, you know? I'm Matterhorn?
Number 4, Spain. From the Pyrenees to the Sierra Nevada, the Bay of Biscay to the Mediterranean, Spain is fully blessed when it comes to gorgeous scenery. While the two main cities of Barcelona and Madrid are full of incredible
Why do I hear a lot of people say Barcelona and some say Barcelona? Isn't that like an Argentinian act? Barcelona.
sites such as La Sagrada Familia and the Prado Museum, it is well worth venturing further afield. Sevilla and Granada, for instance, sport some exquisite Moorish architecture, while Roman ruins dot the peninsula. With warm and welcoming weather, Spain certainly is a fantastic holiday destination.
I would like to go. Another Colosseum? Aqueduct. Mars. Wait, they have the Azores too, or is that, no, that's Portugal, isn't it? Beautiful. Right? Norway is gonna be my guess.
Number 3, Norway.
Oh.
Famed for the fabulous fjords that scar its long and jagged coastline, Norway is widely considered to be one of the most beautiful.
Imagine the wave that thing would create if it fell in.
Long and jagged coastline, Norway is widely considered to be one of the most beautiful countries in Europe. Throw in the spectacular northern lights, its many
Reindeer,
majestic
Santa.
mountains, and icy glaciers, and it's easy to see why. Its myriad of gorgeous landscapes lend themselves perfectly to all kinds of adventure sports, with hiking, mountain biking, and whitewater rafting being particularly popular summertime activities. In winter, its snowy panoramas make for perfect dog sledding, skiing, and snowboarding conditions.
It seems almost too perfect. Jesus. How does that happen? It looks so sharp. It's like, I'm assuming people are going to tell me glaciers, but that high up? You're telling me the glacier was that tall? I mean, maybe. Wait. Actually. What? No, maybe. It's sliced so perfectly. This has got to be on my bucket list. It's like a city bridge.
Number 2, Italy.
Oh,
home
duh.
to not only Rome, Florence, and Venice, but an impressive
What
array
is going to
of
be number 1? We're going to go through Italy, obviously. Maybe Sweden. There's Denmark. There's Ireland. Ooh, it might be Ireland. Greece?
Equally alluring smaller towns and cities, Italy really is like nowhere else on Earth. Replete with ancient historical sites and cultural landmarks, its many riches and treasures veritably sparkle before your eyes. Add in the fabulous weather and a divine culinary scene, and it can be hard to ever tear your...
Who is that? Is that like Apollo or something?
Add in the fabulous weather and a divine culinary scene, and it can be hard to ever tear yourself away. Just as special and spectacular is Italy's marvelous scenery, with the Alps and the Italian Lake District counting among its Italy's marvelous scenery, with the Alps and the Italian Lake District counting among its must-see sites.
The Vatican? Venice? Looks almost Greek style. I'd assume, Abruzzo? No. On, like, the heel of the boots? Bridge houses. Why do these tall, like, these just, like, remind me of the Roman Empire or Italy? These tall, thin, pine-looking trees. Gladiator. I imagine this is probably the Adriatic side. What is this? How old?
Number 1.
Greece, huh?
Greece, known for its plethora.
Interesting list. Because we're gonna watch Greece, but without much, I didn't expect. Like a lot of this list, I would just be like, "What? How does this make sense? This is here. This is here," but it's not. I don't disagree with it enough to like. I did not expect this to be the list, right? I'm not saying that I'm like, oh, these are ugly. Of course they're not. They're way prettier than America. Well, we have some really beautiful natural sites over here, but architecture-wise, America is just a parking lot compared to these places. Literally. What words I can't. I was surprised. I didn't expect that, and I kind of enjoyed hearing like a different perspective.
Plethora of ancient ruins, whitewashed villages, sunny beaches, and friendly atmosphere. It is no wonder that Greece ranks among Europe's top travel destinations. Greece is made up of a mountainous mainland and hundreds of islands, where each one offers its own share of stunning landscapes and cultural delights. Many tourists like to begin their trip on the mainland, which is home to the capital city, Athens. One of the world's oldest cities, Athens is known the world over for classic ruins and temples like the iconic Parthenon complex.
What's the Parthenon versus the Pantheon? I always confuse these things. I'm sure a lot of the ancient sites in Greece will make a lot of other European country ancient sites look new or seem new. Oh, I've seen this in a Ryan Shirley video. Classic Greece. That was fantastic. I love that. Yeah, unexpected. Like, Ireland wasn't in it. Belgium wasn't in it. I think Belgium, again, only was there for a very short period of time. But I think one of my most memorable nights of that trip was walking around Belgium with my dad and brother. I think it was in Brussels. And just, it felt like I was in like the 1400s. If you just looked up and see like the style of buildings and everything was lit up so beautifully. But yeah, Sweden and Denmark weren't on there. Sort of expected something like Czech Republic or Hungary, maybe. Like, Czech Republic seems really cool. Awesome video, guys. Love you all. Hope you guys are all doing well. Would appreciate any comments down below. If you agree, disagree, you live somewhere here, or any comments you want to leave, I'd really appreciate it. Love when you guys do that. And hopefully I'll see you next video. Bye, guys.